Where would I be if not for your grace carrying me?
I think a lot of the roommates have shared that like prior to coming here we were all kind of nervous just because we have like different spiritual walks and how are we going to bring God's word here and all this stuff, but then like coming here and finding peace and like the realization that God has been here and he will be here long after we're gone. So I think just every day there's like hope, even just with spending time with their neighbors and like seeing how deep their roots are in the community and how much love and pride they have like being from here, you know. And so that's something you don't really see every day, so I think that's very like hopeful in the fact that they like want such positive and good things for their community. How can you say God doesn't exist when there's such goodness going around? Like I just think that's crazy. So yeah.
I guess the biggest thing I've learned through MissionYear is my passions. Probably surprisingly, I've learned how much I really love people coming to know God. I've also learned how to be vulnerable. I'm still learning that. That's incredibly hard. I'm learning that community is really hard. That I have to share things about myself that I don't always want to share, but I'm always pressed to go deeper and further, and just doing with life with people who I still know but don't know, and every day growing closer with those people.
Is that it?
I've also learned that I can cook now too. I am a beast in the kitchen.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I think that's it. That's all I got.
Well, a while ago in the 90s, like downtown Chicago got flooded and billions of dollars were spent. So now what they do is like they close off like the sewage valves or whatever, but only in certain sections of Chicago, specifically low-income neighborhoods like East Garfield Park. Like I guess during the summer or something, about 50 schools were closed down in Chicago, specifically 50 schools along the Red Line. Which affected specifically the Black and Latino community. And I'm sure that if either of these things happened like in the white community, there'd be a lot more like uproar and people would be angry and but I don't know, like I feel like it's almost like a sign of racism, the fact that it's just like, I don't know what the term is, like systematic racism or I don't know, it's racism, basically, to put it bluntly. And it's just like not fair to kids because they should have a right to education and they should have a right not to have their apartment completely flood, thus leaving them already, you know, where they're already pretty much destitute, even more destitute. It's kind of difficult because you don't know like what injustices to focus on or like what, I don't know, like what can I change or what, is there anything that I can do? Like one way I can help these injustices, I guess, is just informing people, letting them know. This is stuff that I never would have known if I was still living in New Jersey or was never even doing MissionYear. I just would have just gone on like not realizing that this kind of stuff is going on. So yeah.
So there's a lot that we do as part of MissionYear. It's actually a pretty structured program. We spend about 30-35 hours a week volunteering, which for our team specifically, we spend time at Breakthrough, which is right here, Breakthrough Urban Ministries. We work with their kids after school program, and so we're there pretty much every afternoon from 1 to 7-ish. And then a couple of us also work at Lawndale Christian Health Clinic, and we help out in the clinical operations department there. And volunteering is a big part of MissionYear because we really feel like that's one of the best ways to get plugged into the community. We really want to be among the people and live among the people, and not just come in and out whenever it's comfortable or whenever we feel like it. Another thing that we do as part of Mission Year is on weekends and during the week too, but we partner with the church. So right now we're partnering with New Landmark Missionary Baptist Church. That's the church right around the corner from where we live. We actually live in the church apartment. They house us. And we don't have any special role in the church. We're just members. We participate however we can, whether that's attending Bible studies, being a part of the choir, going to different services, different functions. So we really enjoy that. We try and connect with the members while we're there and just be a part of the church. Another cool thing that I've really connected with here at Mission Year is our Sabbath day. So it's interesting because Sabbath is talked a lot about in the Bible, but it's not something I really practiced until coming here. So every Friday, the whole day is blocked off as our Sabbath. The whole day is set apart so that we can recharge and also just rest. And for me personally, that's something I look forward to every week because that's my chance to just get away from the stresses and the environment I'm in and focus on God and reconnect with why I'm doing what I'm doing and the reasons for being here.
Sorry. Okay, sorry. I don't necessarily feel like I've changed. So I don't necessarily have a new grace to present to people to say like this grace is different from an old grace. That said, I do feel like I'm learning a lot. And one way I have been learning is in the context of like living in community. In college I had such good friends and I thought I knew what it meant to live in intentional community and have intentional relationships and to be open and honest. But coming here, I realized there's still a lot of learning to do. But this team has been very gracious and persistent about encouraging me to just bring whatever to the table and learning to see how like God can also accept me and love me even in my sort of chaotic state. Yeah. Okay, that's it.
Living simply hasn't been a tough transition. I feel like as a team, we transitioned here into Chicago pretty well. At first there were some aspects that I think were a little bit difficult, like living on a budget, or even just, this type of neighborhood like East Garfield Park. So I would think a challenge with living simply is, as a team, intentionally pursuing to find more ways to continue to live simpler. I'm not sure what that would look like, whether it would be, conserving water or even trying to save more money for food. But yeah, just always trying to continue to live simpler and really trying to question what it is in your life that is in abundance, that you would need to clear out to make more room, to be able to fill your heart with God, to be able to strive more after God. So just always constantly trying to think of things that are filling up our time in our lives that are hindering us from seeking God. It's definitely taught me to depend on God more, to trust in Him to provide for us, which He definitely has come through in so many ways. Even from things that we've gotten so many free meals, like people have cooked for us or bought things for us or given us rides places. I think not having a lot of the resources that we're used to having, like money all the time or having a car, I think it's opened my eyes to just all the many ways that God does provide for us, it pushes me to depend on Him more and to cry out to Him more. So yeah, I would say living simply it's becoming more of a lifestyle, but just also trying to seek God in that, in listening to Him of ways that we can be even more simple. So yeah.
There is no one like our God.
Cars are being recycled. Hey, you still gotta still. This is great. This is the most beautiful moment of my life right now.